G'day guys, welcome to a Topsy-Turvy hop. This one is a hop that we have done with a few of us YouTubers, and I will have I'll have a link and a list to everyone below, so you can go and show them some love too. And this, what we decided to do is Topsy-Turvy, meaning us girls in the Southern Hemisphere swapped photos with those in the Northern Hemisphere. So and vice versa. So the Northern Hemisphere gets to scrap some summery Christmas photos, and we get to scrapbook winter snow, which I have never even seen in my life, which just blew my mind. So I am actually scrapbooking Holly's photos, and I will also say hi to Sunshine while I'm on here as well. I absolutely love how this turns out. I've got to be honest, initially I was getting very overwhelmed when I was doing this because I wanted to do justice for the photos, and I was just in awe of the snow and their puppy in the snow, and it just looks so fluffy, and he's got his little boots on and he's got his little jumper on, and he just looks like, oh, it's so cute. So I decided that I was going to do a snow globe, and I know that's a little cliche, but you know what? I've never done an actual snow globe, like a proper snow globe with a proper snow photo. So I wanted to do it justice. So I pulled out my distress watercolor pencils. I went over to PEARTREE cut files. Start at the beginning here. So I went to PEARTREE cut files, and I purchased a cut file, and it was a snow globe cut file. And I will have the link for this in the description below in case you want to get it yourself. And then I decided that I was going to cut it as big as I humanly possibly could. And I was going to decorate the tree and the little house with all the candy and all the bits and pieces on it, and see if I could bring it to life. Now, it's actually a faux snow globe. So I was going to do an actual shaker card. That's what I wanted to do. Now, I cut it a little bit too big. Like, when I say a little bit too big, I'm talking 1 millimeter, maybe 2 millimeters. But I show you a workaround for that. So I cut it out, and then I decided I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to waste it. I'm just going to swatch it out, and I'm going to do a faux snow globe. So instead of adding glitter and stuff to it, which is what I was going to do, I've decided that I'm just going to do it like this instead. So this is a very quick video. It's still 16 minutes long, but as you can see, at the moment, all I'm doing is using my distress watercolor pencils and some water. This is just flat white cardstock. It doesn't have gesso or anything on it. I'm not using a lot of water. I'm just using the water to loosen up the pigment in the distress watercolor pencils. And because they have such a large range of color, and I wanted it to have a watercolored look rather than using my distress oxides and just going to town on it. I wanted it to be able to have highlights and lowlights. I'm really enjoying doing that lately. So it's one of the fun things that I really, really enjoy doing. Now, I'm making that gingerbread house. I'm going to call it a gingerbread house. I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. I don't really know, but I'm calling it a gingerbread house, and my Christmas tree. You can see there I've put a little bit of shading. With these distress watercolor pencils, they are pure pigment. So you just have to tap the end of it with a damp brush, and you get color on color on color. See, it looks really cute. That's when I realized that I needed to do my red candy cane all the way. Like, it needed to all be red, because the white stripes were enough when I put the layer back on. Now, stick with me here, guys. I am just going over with a second coat of the red because I used barn door and it was quite bright. Now, can you see what I've just done? So I've slipped the plastic. It's through the back. It's like a shoelace, you know, when you go through and over. So It's covering the front of the house, but it's tucked behind the white cardstock. So you can sort of see, so I'm trying to push it down the bottom. It was at this point that I realized that I couldn't actually, my sheet of acetate, I couldn't do a proper shaker card. But I still do a few different things with it. And so what I'm actually doing there is I'm actually gluing on the house to the acetate so that the white cardstock is all down flat. And it totally worked. Don't worry, I didn't cut it then. That looked like I did then with using my giant scissors. I have multiple pairs of scissors, but I still pick up gigantic ones. I don't know why. This was, I hope this isn't as painful to watch back in fast forward as it was to do. I'm not much of a paper piecing person, but I got to tell you, it was killing me because it had to go mirror reverse. When I do this and I'm just transferring it straight across, it's fine. But because I had to keep flipping everything over, whoo, it was driving me crackers. But it's okay. It's all good. So I'm decorating my Christmas tree, and the reveal at the end is really good. Now, the thing is, I actually, when I did this, I switched from my art glitter glue over to my glossy accents. The reason I did that, I never use my glossy accents as a glue. I always use my art glitter glue. But the reason I did that is because I didn't want the shine on the acetate to disappear when you turned it over. So would I do it like that again? Probably not, but it did get me through and out of a bind that I was in this situation. So it totally worked. So I'm totally happy with it. Do I wish I had have made an actual shaker pocket out of it? Yes, definitely. Without question. I really did want to do that. Doesn't mean I won't do that. I do still have a couple of other photos up my sleeve, so I may end up doing that. So that's if Holly says I can. So so I'm putting it all together. It doesn't take much longer, trust me. Stick around for the next couple of minutes. I will do a little bit of a plug though while we're just doing the paper piecing. So if you're getting value from my videos, please, 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 thumbs up, leave me a comment, share or subscribe. I've been ignoring it for a couple of months because everyone says to me, don't get hung up on the numbers. So I've actually tried my hardest not to get hung up on the numbers. So I've been ignoring it. But I do have about 40% of my views are actually unsubscribed. So that is it's completely up to you if you subscribe or if you don't. I put up 6 videos a week and they will pop up in your For You page anyway, I suppose, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. But if you subscribe, then that way you definitely get notified every single morning, Monday through Saturday, my time, and which is, Australian Eastern Standard Time. And I post my videos at 4 a.m. in the morning. I know, I'm crazy. I am actually up at that time in the morning. I'm not a night owl. I'm definitely up in the morning. Never used to be like that, but I'm a morning person now. So please let me know if this is working for you and if you would like to see Power Scraps come back as a permanent thing again in 2024. So this particular one is just about done. I have got so much glue on my fingers. It's sticking to me rather than sticking to the acetate. It's driving me crackers, but it's okay. I get there in the end. Now, I turn it over and voila, it looks super cute. I just think it's so cute. Now, this is where it all starts to come together. Now, this is the hard part. I actually cut this out a couple of days ago and it's been sitting on this mat. Disclaimer people, when you open a new cutting mat for your Cricut or your Silhouette or whatever your cutting machine is, sort of de-sticky it a little bit because it was hard to get this off. It was really hard. So this is where I'm going to show you how to use my, I have realized that the one thing, okay, rewind. So this is how I stick mica powder down onto my layout and it stays there. So I just put down some Versamark ink, which is your sticky ink pad. Then I've grabbed mica powder and I've brushed that over the top. Then I've used my spray. This spray is a combination of rubbing alcohol and Mod Podge. And it now sticks down. It doesn't take the shine away, doesn't take away the shimmer, does nothing like that. And that is now stuck down permanently. So if you're looking for an alternative and something that you can maybe get your adhesive, your mica powders to stay on your page, and it's way cheaper than alternatives, I guess. Now, this is my snow globe. Can you see the snow globe, the faux snow globe starting to come to shape? Now, these snowflakes, you're never going to believe. I bought these snowflakes about 8 years ago. I kid you not. These have been in my stash for like 8 years. Never have I ever scrapbooked a snow layout because I've never had one. And I've never seen snow. And I finally got to use them. So excited. I was actually going to use all of them on this particular layout because I was going to have them shaking around with some sequins and bits and pieces and some rock candy glitter, but I couldn't do that because I printed my snow globe a little bit too big. But that's okay. It's all right. It's fine. So I'm going around with my tape. This is my foam tape in the 1/8 strips that I order. It is fantastic stuff and it's the perfect thickness to see how it just fits perfectly on your cut strips from your cut files that you can buy online. So just saying, it's fantastic stuff. Now, in an ideal world, this goes down perfectly, not a problem, and you should be able to have your shaker pocket. So at this point you can add your shaker pocket bits. Now the bottom of the snow globe I just did in the Nouveau Glacier paste in Winter White because I wanted that to be shimmery, but that's where I'm actually going to put my title. So I didn't want it to be sort of dark or ink or anything like that. So this is where I start. This is where it can all go wrong very, very quickly. So line it up, and when you plonk it down, where it lands is where it stays. Because with this particular foam tape, you don't get a second chance. You don't get the opportunity to peel it up. So as you can see, I'm just sliding it and plonking it and sliding and plonking and pulling the white tape out. There I did get slightly skewed, but how pretty does that look? Isn't it a cute snow globe? Now, the thing that I love about this, now this is where I wanted to show you from the other day. I made a comment on one of my videos saying that if you're using your tape runner, the reason it lifts over time is because you haven't pushed the air out of it. So that's where you need to go ahead and press the air out of it. And I did add some glue to mine as well. Now I do a close-up here at the end. This is a super simple layout, but the title, I found these, I forgot I even had these. These stickers are they remind me of the Grinch. I've had them forever. I don't even know if they still make them anymore. They're 7 Gypsies, and I wanted to make my title Brrr-Lieveable. And, obviously, because it's cold and he's got his little booties on. I don't even know if it's a girl or a boy dog, but I'm calling him a he. But absolutely gorgeous. And I just did a faux stitching border using my Uniball Signo broad white pen all the way around the outside, just to finish off that brickwork, because I wanted the red to be on there a couple of times, but obviously it's snow, so I wanted to do lots of play on white. I absolutely love how it turned out. And yeah, let me know what you think. Is this something that you would give a go? Don't forget to check out the other people who will be listed in the description below who are playing along. And yeah, there's my layout, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm going to do the zoom in for you now so you can see it all. You can see the reflection of the mica powder where I've sprayed it, and you've got the other pieces. See, when you tilt it, you can see them in there, and it gives you that kind of shifting because I used a bit of white and a bit of blue. And yeah, I absolutely love it. So I hope you do too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. I do have a buy me a coffee link in the description below in case you're wanting to contribute, but it is not necessary. And there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with you tomorrow with another video. Bye for now.